Welcome to Tri2Thrive, the podcast where passion meets endurance and every finish line is just the beginning. We're here to inspire, challenge, and share our journey through swim, bike, run, and beyond.
This episode is sponsored by Netbox Labs. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tri2Thrive. I'm sitting here on the terrace on a very beautiful Wednesday morning and the weather is quite okay-ish in Austria. Welcome Dennis.
Grüß Gott, Servus, Piotr.
Today's topic is about something that always is worrying me when we go on a triathlon trip.
What can it be, Chris?
You know what that can be, Dennis?
I'm not quite sure anything can bother you or annoy you.
No, maybe forgetting some stuff.
Oh,
Not thinking about something.
have you ever forgotten something?
No, what about you?
If I forget something, there must be a reason why I forget it.
And you said that already once, right?
Because I never forget anything. So to sum it up, it's about, you can say the last minute preparations or the preparations before you leave for your Ironman triathlon, how you prepare for the Ironman triathlon just before.
And especially if the triathlon is not in your city. Because I still remember when my first Ironman was in Krakow. It was like quite easy compared to if you need to travel somewhere, especially abroad.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like this time for us when we went to Venice solo.
Exactly. And there are a few things that you should consider. But I have the feeling, because I'm going to festivals for quite some time, there's always one specific festival I'm going every year. It's DEFCON 1. It's a techno event in Netherlands.
He's German. You can tell.
That's why I'm wearing this hat actually today, because this reminds me at camping. And when you go camping somewhere, there's also a lot of stuff that you need to think, and there's always something you're forgetting. And we want to make sure that you will be able to plan it accordingly. So, Dennis,
Chris,
I would like you to think of the event before you actually travel. How do you plan the trip and how do you prepare yourself?
the first thing I do is I have a checklist, which I have created already some time ago. And it can change from triathlon to triathlon a little bit, but more or less it's the same. Because I don't remember what I have to take. And in my mind, it always is kind of like a lot, but it's not that much actually. You just need to keep track of everything you need to take. And on this checklist are just like things you need to remember, like socks, passport, drinks, your gels or the ingredients for your gel if you create it yourself, like me. There was one thing missing on this list, which I haven't put there before, because usually it was always connected to my bike and I took it automatically. But it's also the first time I didn't take my bike inside my car, only outside. So I had to take it off anyways.
What is it?
It's my Garmin computer, my bike computer, which I had on my other bike, because I have two bikes. I have a road bike, a normal road bike, and I have a triathlon time trial bike. And that's why I forgot my Garmin bike computer. And I had to buy a new one because with the Italian roads and the many turns, I wanted to be sure that I don't make any mistakes that could lead to a crash. Better to pay twice and be healthy than paying once and being in the hospital.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay. So one key factor here is a checklist.
Checklist, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's a living document. It's not written in stone.
Exactly.
So you need to update it.
Exactly.
What will come on this checklist? The bike computer.
A bike computer.
It looks like it was missing.
It was missing. It was missing. We were checking even when you picked me up, we were checking the list and we were talking like, okay, this. And I even had the bike computer before in my hand, but it was not on the list. And then I forgot to take it with us.
Okay. Okay, so list is very important. And next aspect.
You see this bike behind me? Every component, the drivetrain, the brakes, the shifting, it all has to work together perfectly. One thing out of sync and you feel it immediately. Networks and infrastructure are exactly the same. And that's what Netbox Labs does. They are the central nervous system that makes complex networks and infrastructure easier than ever to operate, observe, automate, and secure. Whether you're a network engineer managing thousands of devices or a CTO who needs to know that everything is running the way it should, Netbox gives you that holistic view, eliminates the silos, and puts you in total control. Companies like Cisco, JP Morgan, and Riot Games trust them with their critical infrastructure. So if you're in the network and infrastructure space, check them out at netboxlabs.com. Big thanks to Netbox Labs for supporting Tri2Thrive.
That I would like to highlight is the time before the event. The time before the event should be, in my opinion, be very chilly.
Yeah, it should be very chilly.
I made the mistake, and I'm lucky that a lot of people supported me on my first Ironman 70.3. They came to me, obviously they slept at my place, but wherever you go or wherever the event is, you do not want to have guests before such an event. Because you need to be chilled, you need to calm your mind, and you need to really, it's a mind game, right? The entire event. And if you're very busy and if there's a hectic time, it will break it. And you will feel it on the event itself. So, lessons learned from here is coming prior to the event. We were here in Venice like what, 2 days, 3 days before?
Thursday late afternoon,
Yeah.
you were here. And on Friday, 10 a.m., we were one of the first people to check in, to register us.
Yeah.
And we didn't do much or other things than preparing ourselves, working out, kind of like recon of different parts of the track, of the swimming routes, running routes. Of course, we have the privilege right now to be able to do such a journey just by ourselves, because we are married, but we don't have children.
Exactly.
It looks differently when you have a bigger family, and then you have other things to do. But then I just assume that it's very important to communicate that very well to your partner, so that your partner knows that on this day or these 2 days before, you need a little bit of more support to being able to really, really enjoy this race and really give it all. Because I think the more you put your mind into different things just up front, it will take some resources of yourself, and then also your mind during the race can be a little bit worse prepared. And this time I think we did it very well, and that I'm sure that must be also a reason why we both had a PB the last time.
True. So checking in everything will take you minimum a full day.
Because the one day before,
bags,
it's like a full day. You check everything, you try everything.
Yeah.
You still have to train a little bit one day before. At least we do that. We had like 1 day of workout, 1 hour of workout.
Yeah.
Around. No, even more. 45 minutes of cycling and 25 minutes of running.
Yeah, and it is also really good if you come prior to the event that you, what you already said, check the route. If you're not familiar with this, then it's good to go on the course, because there is nothing that will block you from accessing the roads, accessing the swim, or anything like this, right? It will be just on time,
Yeah.
not accessible for other people. So that's a good thing as well. And yeah, what else?
I think that's. It sounds like it as if it's not a lot, but
is.
if you go through it in your head, it kind of is a lot. And also there is some, you create some tension if you really focus on that part very well. You create some tension inside yourself that is kind of like positive, and if you do that part very well, you're not nervous. It's like training before you lose your nervosity because you know you are prepared well and nothing will kind of surprise you. And that's what we were able to do this time very, very well.
Yeah, I even brought my bike to the repair shop to just make a check-in and validate if everything is fine. And that gives you also better feeling on the road, because for me, at least, for my mind, the worst thing that can happen on this event is a mechanical issue with your bike. And I'm fearing that, and I'm saying that hopefully not now to jinx anything, but for me this is a factor that I cannot control.
Yeah.
I cannot control how the road is. I cannot control if there is something, but if there is something, you always need to be able to work on your bike and fix it. There are things that you can fix, for example, the chain and a flat tire. And I think there's a funny story connected to it, because I told you, Dennis, when we were in the sauna, that actually I was worried that I haven't been able to, or luckily be able to change or fix a broken or a flat tire. And what happened? The next weekend, I went on a bike route. I was bumping with a very high speed into a pothole, and I had 2 flat tires. Now I need to fix them.
Yeah.
And guess what? I only had 1 replacement, obviously. How bad luck you can have that both tire goes flat. Guess what? Now I have, of course, 2 replaceable tires with me. I mean, the tubes.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of things that can go wrong. So make sure to check in your bike
Yeah.
and do proper mechanical assessment that nothing can go wrong.
And before you give your bike into T1, also check all the screws. We did it with Chris as well. He's a complete specialist when it comes to that.
Yeah, you were joking. You said, "Oh, I was giving the bike also into the mechanic."
Yeah.
And now there's no need to check all the screws. But said like, okay, let's do it anyway. And we were surprised that really some of the screws were not tightened as they should. Because especially on TT bikes or on road bikes, you have an indication of how much Newton meter a specific screw should be tightened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, there was some
They
improvement.
they can untighten themselves after quite a while. Yeah. So that's something you should do, I guess. I don't take 2 tubes with me. 1 tube, in my opinion, is enough because what is the statistical probability that someone has 2 flat tires in a race? It's very, very low. And I don't want to take like another tube in my back pocket. So yeah, I'm going with the risk of just having 1 tube.
Yeah, and there's one thing that I also remember quite well from and the first Ironman that we attend is the batteries.
Yep, it's true.
Also related to your bike, make sure that you replace all the batteries from your power meter, from your shifters. If you have a system that is electrical, changing the gear.
Yeah. Our friend Tristan, hi Tristan, was very lucky that in Krakow he found out that his battery is empty just before checking in the bike. So that could have been worse when he wouldn't have found out before, just during the race. Then he would have had in Krakow, which is kind of like also a hilly course, only one gear. So yeah, he was able to change it because Chris gave him one new battery. That's also something you should think of.
Yeah, I always have spare batteries, even if I replace them just before the event. I always have spare batteries with me, in order also to support some athletes that are in need of such a battery. So of course, triathlon is a community, and we would like to support each other. Of course, it's your own race, but I think happy to support him. And we saw him as well this time in Jesolo. It was very nice.
Also with a PB.
Yeah.
Congrats, Tristan.
Congrats, Tristan. And actually, 3 key things that I would like to highlight before we wrap up the episode. Make a checklist. Pack your car or your luggage prior to the travel. Not like me, just on that day in the morning, 3 a.m.
And throw everything inside.
That's number 1. Number 2 is take care of the travel and arrive also prior to the event a couple of days. That gives you the calmness in order to perform on your race day. And the third thing actually is make sure that you know the route.
Exactly.
So there are a lot of videos also on YouTube that will detailed go through the course itself, or especially when you do the registration, you can also go to the race review, or what is it called?
Yeah.
Right, from the Ironman.
Yeah.
Right. And that's it.
That's it.
Thank you, everyone,
Thank you.
and like and subscribe.
Greetings from Austria.
Greetings from Austria.
Like, subscribe, follow us.
Exactly.
Let us know what you think about us and the episodes.
Exactly. And let us know about your journey and what you missed.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.